Adrift in the great void of space, void of space, void of space.
Did you hear that? You lost.
Victims of a mass hallucination, mass hallucination, mass hallucination, mass hallucination.
There it is, there it is, there it is, there it is.
Strange haunting music. It's been coming in on an interstellar frequency, softly intermittent, but at regular intervals.
All scattered, all sensors up full. Get me radiation reading, atmosphere, light sign, everything. Where is it coming from? 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 Can we be of any service to you? Repeat, can we be of any service to you?
Your guess is as good as mine, can't ignore, explore from every possible angle. If I were this, what would I stand for? Won't know until you walk in their shoes or stare from the views. No comparison, searching for new theories to sift through. Built upon an old foundation with no room for changes, but the laws of gravity broken for colonial space stations. Now what you hear is not a test. This world's a mess and space being open market to collect. Freedom to catch wreck in endless wonder. The theories you have here may be yet discovered in a distant thought. Gotta let the world catch up to speed, cause the idea's energy alone transform the vocal tones. Can shatter your windpipe from the sheer velocity. Yeah, from the sheer velocity. Yeah.
From the sheer velocity. From the sheer velocity. From the sheer velocity.
Atmosphere, breathable, radiation minimal, barometric pressure 30.02, temperature average 72 degrees, life components comparable to human.
Each test consists of scientifically selected audio signals. Scientifically selected audio signals. Audio signals.
What's that music? Where is it coming from?
Audio
It's coming from that
Just straight up.
It's been coming in at regular intervals, like a message of some kind.
Not a very happy message from the sound of it. Commander, life signs. Open up all channels. Mind can play some strange tricks out there in space. Especially when you're monitoring communications hour after hour. Random signals from distant radiation sources. You can begin to imagine you're back on Earth again, listening to your favorite
Paul, listen. There it is again.
Remain calm, media's buzzing with the latest brainwash. The guards are at it again, strikes fear in mortal man's hearts. Tune to your local terror watch, wonder why your brain's forced to look, listen while streams of information reshape all your perceptions and ways toward disassemble for corporate made parts. Manufacture millions of Americans much stronger and gullible, manipulated by gluttony and heroism. Yo, you've heard it all before. Sure, this is the bypass ya. Ignorant codes and scream of satellite surveillance is only a few minutes, so listen close. The red pill effect, crash over network of fucking drones. You sleep but never wake, you can't get a decent night's rest. You burn at home in bed, next hell. All mental sensory relays. You wasn't a factory constructing WMDs for D without a fucking clue to the events. Look, every one of you's got your hands dirty. We've all been unconsciously raped of innocence. Our greatest failures are ignorance, and in God we trust, with no intentions of benevolence.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are experiencing technical difficulties. Please stand by. Here, perhaps.
So I don't even care, man. I just gave up. I was like, whatever you guys want to do, I'm down for it. Like, you do anything else, like any kind of style you want.
Let us offer up a prayer.
As a child, we ran away with imagination. As we grow older, the only thing we conjure is confrontation. But I refuse to ever lose touch with my inner youth's esteem. It's sad to say your highs are requiem for a dream. No longer intrigued by this dull spinning planet that Mother Earth's abandoned, cause we recycle the soul like waste management and alter the appearance with machine parts, replacing a heart with an upgradable RAM card. No fails to frolic in, they're fading with agriculture, architectural madness, cities looking like giant sculptures, plus guards eyeing every affair within both hemispheres. Initiate satellite tracking, where they at? Right here in the future.
Indeed, in this nuclear age, the power of possible annihilation of all life on Earth.
Human beings living in an underground cave where they have been from their childhood. This prison has an echo which is heard from people on the outside. Oh, you condemn me to death. If you had waited a little while, your desire would have been fulfilled in the course of nature. I am far advanced in years, as you may perceive, and not far from death. But I would rather die, having spoken after my manner, than speak in your manner and live. To them, the truth is literally nothing but shadows. Of true images, they know nothing.
Save your breath for your dying moment. My opponent's greater than the sky, opening rain and brimstone. Set a fire, roaches greater than what God giveth and taketh away. For he who knows his path, never be led astray. What the fuck you say? Your mind's easily impressionable. My situation's technical, not everything's exceptional or sensual. Imbalancing chemicals got me looking grim like a bed of dead roses. Feel like knocking heads off the shoulders, grind molars and clenched fists. Most times my mind's over imaginative and I offer any challenges. I'll be with you in a moment. Soon as a voice in my head silences, still learning to center my focus, exhale and breathe through my sinuses. Step acting childish, wish I was given the opportunity. All alone the ship, rocking the boat, screaming out mutiny. Tormented by my own ideas for many for years. Now I'm a ghost of my former self that's never in here. You're not fully prepared unless you tested your limits. My greatest opponents been my own fucking existence. Paranoid schizophrenic.
They say it could be the pot, cause more often than not, my perceptions are disturbed. To put it in words, I'm suspicious and nervous, delusional and apprehensive. The discouraged, unstable and obsessive, extremely aggressive. But more than that, I'm feeling like a hoarder in this life I made a mess of. So in the corner by what used to be the dresser is the rest of what I like to call my sanity and pleasure. You laugh at it and feel how you will for it. I know that it's a habit you're not really that familiar with. Correction, it's more like an addiction, and if you ain't built for this shit, then it's likely it'll kill you quick. Son, it'd be nice just to get a grip on reality, even just a fingertip. But I'm a balance B, and out of batteries from the constant battle between my personalities. Forgot what I was saying. My brain is numb and it weighs a ton. I pray for days to come when the rays of the sun not only light up the sky, but also enlightens the minds of the young. Until then, I keep a laser on tongue, razor and gun, phaser on kill. The terrorists have got me scared to fly and check the mail, and to top it off, I don't know if the enemy is real. Be calm and very still. I think somebody's coming. Never mind. You probably think I'm bugging, and you're right. You probably think I'm bugging, and you're right. Bugging. Motherfucking mind, man. I thought you was normal. Paranoid schizophrenic.
On demand, expect me to deliver all or nothing. On demand, with a push of a button, y'all come in. On demand, recycle and delete all our functions. On demand, there's not really much room for discussion. Got issues with control. No thanks. I hold my own, cause when shit gets down to the bare wire, crossing communication could result in system overload. I know it's so respect the authorities, but can't expect me to follow the majority. I flow accordingly to differential climates. Loom like gray skies, a storm approaches at high rates. The rain and all parades are changing intervals, artistic, never behaving patterns the same, consistent. Yo, fuck resistance. Don't mortify yourself and put constraints in physical health. Make complaints, put up a fight and give them some hell. The more power used to oppress, the louder we yell. I ain't real problems being addressed, man. These cowards won't tell. Demanding our trust, I'm thinking rebel. In a nutshell, I'm thinking freely. The wind and the whistle got a brighter tune today. Giving praise to a dawn of a new age, or so they say. Or so they say. Or so they say. On demand, expect me to deliver all or nothing. On demand, with a push of a button, y'all come in. On demand, can recycle and delete all our functions. On demand, there's not really much room for discussion.
Got issues with control, no thanks. I hold my own, cause when shit gets down to the bare wire, cross communication can result in system overload. And I know we're told to not listen to anyone.
Got issues with the globe. Hold up, don't waste your breath. Most can't detect it. Our fellow man being deceptive. Free will protected. Don't abide by every silly rule. I pity you. Fool, the conformist with a costume performance who's really insignificant and minuscule. On a larger scale, every one of our attempts is made to fail. Can't afford to pay the bills or eat a wholesome meal. So fuck the guidelines. I'm just trying to survive the times. What I decide is mine, not defined by what you supply or demand.
Hip-hop turned Special Olympics. All your chimps that been pockets evicted. Last shot and you bricked it. Pass pot when I'm splifted. Cash rock like I'm gifted. Like hip-hop turned Special Olympics. All your chimps that pimp pockets evicted. Last shot and you bricked it. Pass pot when I'm splifted. Cash rock like I'm gifted. While most MCs be dumber than dirt, dumb out and leave more feelings hurt than those we suppose raise the terror alert. Forever inert, verse skirt, sporting suckers that flirt with danger, perfect stranger, anger millions from Master Meepos. Transmitting live for all you whack people, check this shit. I'm down with my man Intrikit. My name is Kaz, I'm from that crew that you don't wanna fuck with. Whoop liquid on some stuck shit, I ain't above this. Chris bet for about a month lit, telling you to shove it and shove off that dumb soft sound you're soliciting. Ain't really worth shit when no one's listening. Listen, I surprise wise guys like Tony Soprano's birthday, envisioning your execution in the worst way. Drunk from Thirsty Thursday to Wet Weekend, the highest title, numero uno. I ain't a Puerto Rican, but I'm speaking so that you know, pendejo. Beso me culo, drop jewels, yo, or we'll be robbing sons like Caruso. Hip-hop turned Special Olympics. All your chimps that been pockets evicted. Last shot and you bricked it. Pass pot but I'm splifted. Cash rock like I'm gifted. Like hip-hop turned Special Olympics. All your chimps that pimp pockets evicted. Last shot and you bricked it. Pass pot when I'm splifted. Cash rock like I'm gifted.
I really don't know where to begin. Yo, they're in the battlegrounds just to fight for a feeling. Cause we losing touch with everyone outside reality shielding. You talk a big game but nobody showed up to the event. It's not about the people unless the people willing to spend. Can't buy my vote, I'm not only for the people, I'm with them trying to cope, facing my own evil. So much shit on the rap, it's kinda hard not to notice the presence. Seems like we trespass as soon as we leave our room embedded. Society's condemning, ego tripping, seagulls and pigeons, scavenger living. On the hunt to get sober, let me make this blunt. But we only express feelings when we babble and drunk. Act hard, find God, some even find love. Caps twisted tight, we remain bottled up. Spread some light on the matter like the rays of the sun. These visions are reflected shadows casted by my tongue. Spread some light on the matter like the rays of the sun. These visions are reflected shadows casted by my tongue. Spread some light on the matter like the rays of the sun. These visions are reflected shadows casted by my tongue. Spread some light on the matter like the rays of the sun. These visions are reflected shadows casted by my tongue. I really don't know where to begin. You gotta know the ins and outs before you get in. Before you get in. Before you get in. Outside the battleground, it's a fight against your feelings. Cause we're constantly in touch with over emotional beatings. The games we play to finish, body and energy spent. We do this for the people, so come support the event. It's the people that time left behind. Press rewind. Music to cope to help ease your mind. So much shit on our backs, it's like we on some expedition without a clue to what we're looking for. We can't stop digging. Society's a sickness to the ecosystem. Germs and parasites to all in existence. On the hunt to get power, let me make this clear. Beware the government, they'll trade our lives before theirs. Hand you a rifle, punch you to your death in the name of freedom. We'll tell it to the innocent victims left bleeding. Spread some light on the matter like the rays of the sun. These visions are reflected shadows casted by my tongue. Spread some light on the matter like the rays of the sun. These visions are reflected shadows casted by my tongue. Spread some light on the matter like the rays of the sun. These visions are reflected shadows casted by my tongue. Spread some light on the matter like the rays of the sun. These visions are reflected shadows casted by my tongue.
Take this advice because it's for your own benefit. I'm energetic, magnetic. One more thing, and it's called poetic.
kids try to start shit for, I put them out of business like a local department store. Live from Caldor, and I ain't taking no payoffs. You'll be praying for Calgon to take you away from chaos. Seen layoffs and laydowns, overlooked but stay down. Out of town, I'll preach you on your own home playground. My main sound is logical, my brain found an obstacle. There's maniacs abound, kids loiter around the hospital. I'm comfortable and squeamish, plus I used to be a genius, but my mind is still the leanest. These rhymes remain seamless, the times have changed. Venus is looking kinda strange, so I find time to play so I don't go blind from rage. You should do it too, the only gun I got shoots glue, and I'd stick your ass up, but I got a lot to do. I'm rocket proof, lighting up your roof to spark the truth, finding light in the corpses of corporate prostitutes.
You might never get to hear my last rhyme, cause I've been writing since you heard me last time. I'll take a page, write a phrase, and rephrase it.
Sit with New Balance as I weigh my options and auction ideas, sipping strange concoctions. Sure, I mock men, but women and children first, talking all sorts of shit when I'm probably the worst. My body, it hurts, my brain, it only works in spurts, but you better be out when this motherfucker bursts. Go nurse your wounds in the saloon with the worst whore. I heard she accommodates more Poles than Warsaw. I'm on world tour when I drive through neighborhoods, disgusted and amused at the way the girls display the goods. I wish I was young again. Well, actually not. The way they've been running things, it's all gone to pot. Like the burnout's money or the soup of the day. They seem previously frozen while I'm freshest today. My lessons delay, the ill collapse of society. Relaxing as I'm packing my spice rack with variety.
You might never get to hear my last rhyme, cause I've been writing since you heard me last time. I'll take a page, write a phrase, and rephrase it.
No mayo, just mustard, I'm a very calm hustler. Laughing at the kid with the cherry bomb muffler. It sounds like your civics in a fucking parade, dude, but don't mind me, I'm just old school like Quaaludes. Banging Hey Jude, I push a prelude to poetry. Sometimes I dumb it down, but it don't affect the potency. My motives be my own, I see a special sort of destiny. I blow magicians' minds on some simple open sesame. A cook without a recipe, no book could ever mess with me. I keep my eyes open and study life incessantly, but DeeBee's getting sleepy. Even though I'm half Houdini, I can't escape the drum strung out like Takamini's. Pack a greenie, man, it's been a long fucking day, and I still don't own a house or have my own place to stay, which seems kinda funny, cause I claim to know the way. So don't do as I do, man, do as I say.
Do as I say, do as I say, do as I say.
You might never get to hear my last rhyme, cause I've been writing since you heard me last time. I'll take a page, write a phrase, and rephrase it.
Yeah, I want to check it out, Early years I sported specs and looked up to Daryl Mack, not a shallow cat. My fortnight surprise pack battle rap 2020 get knocked to next week when Chris speak. Never labeled geek cause I can rock steady like you, unique without Cazelli's. I uphold culture through corrective lenses, stupendous. Style seem excited, farsighted like a fox and stuck in a socket by rock in second grade. Selecting wire rim or plastic frame over shades. Corny, you'll also play part in my distorted vision of this art as a whole. And I can see it's full of nothing but assholes. Shit, I get lit and my contacts go dry. Small bottles of re-wetting drops cost $7.95. So clouded be my optic on some drunk itch like Lewis Logic. I smoke blunts, man. My secret stash is full of chronic. Closet case of poor peepers. Old school like rockin' beepers. For y'all smart asses fucking with us. Yeah, motherfuckers was talking shit when I had a got respect for my face, Yo, the name's CAS, New Bedrock, local.
With a pair of bifocals.
Yeah, hit a guy with glasses, I'll provoke you.
With a pair of bifocals.
Don't be pissed off if you end up in a chokehold.
With the pair by
Yo, I'm out, cousin. I'm trying to smoke, y'all. Trying to smoke.
With the pair by
I went from thick frame to contact to weedy, got the competition screaming out they still can't see him. Read the bottom line, ESH, the rest is out of focus. The dopest in your peripherals, pity you didn't notice. So hold this, you need a new prescription. Pushing up your specs like when you sweat and the nose piece keeps slipping. With weak vision, but still trying to stay paid. Rocking the same frames that grace the face of Dwayne Wayne. Aviator plastic, wireframe classic with flip sunglasses is an added attachment. Without the whack clip, slap bitch rappers acting drastic. Nearsighted asthmatic, laugh at the last shit I rocked, probably getting a gas face. Had me looking like MC Search as I slid into third base. Word great, get lit in the dark, bent. Eccentric superhero appearances, Clark Kent. From out the phone booth, for all you four-eyed sleuths. Yo, the name's ESH Providence Local.
With the pair by
So written in a book I couldn't even quote
With
you.
the pair by
Don't get too gassed on what somebody told you.
pair by
I stay sharper than the glass that my vision flow through.
Yo, keep it all in perspective with these lenses. My vision kaleidoscope, sight beyond senses. Magnified eyes, I look sharper than satellites, probing the skies for intelligent life that remains cloaked. Squint when I smoke, can't see what I wrote some days. Wanna leave it all behind, say peace to my folks. Constantly on the lookout wherever I go. Most are oblivious travelers caught in the crossroads. So, build a better tomorrow, I don't beg or borrow. The only message I ever found in a bottle only brought more sorrow.
Yeah. Live guy with glasses of confidence rolled out. No for programming up
The busted bifocal bastard focuses energy mentally with no astigmatism. Clearly see the shape of cynicism. May well be a self-portrait, I don't know. The world looks crazy, yo. Peace, keep gawking. Hey yo, don't be closing your eyes, man. You're missing the whole fucking point. Hey, yo, the name's Intrikit, Rhode Island local.
With the pair by
Slim kid with the deep vocal.
With the pair by
Give me a mic on stage and watch me go postal.
With the pair by
Nah, you can't fuck with that. You know what I'm saying?
With the pair by
Sorrow, make a change. No more hopping with a bottle just to race away the day. Won't be held back by dismay, on display for some failure shit. Strategies improve, learn to move on split decisions quick.
Vision of decision split showed pictures of tomorrow's grip. So I grabbed half the problem, divided them into two paths. Dealt with the aftermath, explaining the past tracks. Written on my knapsack like a pack rat.
We who carry the word to flocks and herds, to those who chit chat and observe, trying to gain their meaning and worth.
The keys in these words to prepare for rebirth. So keep on stepping until your feet hurt.
With a militant star, marching in pursuit of you, confused with who is who. Don't tell me you don't recognize the face of truth or the value it holds.
Beware of psychos who might know just a little too much. Or is it we're living in such a way that creates a personality disorder? Spoken in the way of brain slaughter. All I know is I drank from the water, sip slow to get hooked on this daily torture.
Thought we might have lost you somewhere between being and believing, if that's even possible. Guess you would never really get it till it's marketable. Sugar-coated, corrosive, comatose, even the most brilliant of minds, keeping you all single file, brainwashing and thinking genocide.
Have you accepted your fate?
Before you put it upon others, and do you sit and wonder, what could I do?
Make a change.
One day we'll find a way. But as for today, I couldn't say.
Feels like my hands tied behind my back. They're telling me to straighten up my act. Well, all I got to say to that is fuck you! Feels like my hands tied behind my back. They're telling me to straighten up my act. Well, all I got to say to that is fuck you! Still at high noon, tired of being lied to. I be everyday life, I try to get your ears open, how to make decisions, and so so important. We're building a format for the poor cats. Tired of being the doormat, time to claw back.
We've been sent for the past to change the future like Free Jack. We pose the wildest questions just to get your feedback. Untamed speaker for the restrained believers, never restricted an area. I am student and teacher, child and man, blessed and damned, product of the environment with the effective plan.
Tell you why broken understands. My thoughts think like the son of Sam. Over here, it's always dark, never sunny. Cold wind has got my nose runny, but I walked to grab a tissue. Sat down, dropped a tear, chatted my issues. Forecast for tomorrow, grim with a side of reality dip. Do I flip or let you think twice before you talk all the bullshit?
And I make even one sensible remark before you slander.
Tried it many times and still no one hears you.
Or maybe you ain't heard yourself, you practice what you preach.
Or is it the reality that you can't reach?
Make a change, fuck settling for the inevitable speech. We've been down and out but never gave it to the feet. Some gave up their soul for a touch of the winner streak.
You need to focus on your goals.
All options become discreet.
Make a change.
I am the new landlord, and you are disregarding your lease by practicing whatever you're practicing here with these readings. I'll have you thrown out. Now, about the rent.
Landlord, you have until the count of 3 to vacate these premises. 1, 2, 3.
In my house of blues, I sleep and eat music. Wake up late and stay up late producing. Ignoring the phone and the fact that I'm starving. Couldn't budge me from my seat when there's a beat involved in. Or maybe you caught me in between, and I didn't envision that I just couldn't leave. Probably while my social skills haven't evolved. It seemed like everybody out there be busting my balls. So I lamp out my rest, withdraw from society. Sampling varieties of blends helps calm my anxiety. Flat broke, I chain smoke, think it can't get any worse. Blow my checks on CDs, I wish it could reimburse. Tap water quenches thirst, have a stove for breakfast. A moody motherfucker, my face is many complexions. Intervention in the mirror, pep talks of slept walk. Reality's a dream full of beans and tall stalks. To the castle in my mind, shrouded in clouds of fantasy. Compulsive thinker and word linker for all humanity bottled up. Who could use the space between planets? Self-managed, cause the words above us outside this room could inflict much damage. Leaving smudges on living canvas. My home looks abandoned and condemned. Rarely visited by friends or the fucking slumlord. Pissing and moaning cause rent short $10. Either fix the house in conditions or shut the fuck up.
I want to rip out all the floors all the way up to the skylight, see? And then, like recess the floors so you have something like balconies. And then just hang this big goddamn modern spectacular psychedelic son of a bitchin' light from the ceiling. Is that beautiful?
The intro that I just did earlier, but this one will suffice. Just giving ordinary advice, right? Ordinary nights, that's sort of very far from ever ending. Structural mending to keep the frame of mind from bending. With all things pending, I got the answers, just ideas that pose more questions than a room full of odd stares. You're all scared the machine feeds off of your fears.
Yo, often in pairs we emerge from under the stairs, knocking your queers from off of your chairs. Not offering squares but thoughts for your ears, leaving you lost in the rear, in the dust coughing and clear. Someone working for the cost of a beer at the last call lights. Stop off fight at your local dance hall night. Last listener didn't give it a chance but y'all might, so fall right into the trance if y'all like.
Then get your feel instead of sitting still, groaning about your coin getting busted. Discussing intelligent wise with the monolith. We modern missed within discussion.
Up in your function with a penchant for busting raps over intricate production.
That push buttons fight a wrong. I move to the night is dawn. We haven't caught a fucking wink. That's how set our sights upon.
But didn't turn our rifle on the trifle, lead us right along a path we need to right along a rifle on with spiteful.
And you can catch I'm playing a vision in the fantasy like tattoo.
Yes, tattoo.
All you ever get is silence. Wouldn't catch a whisper from his demeanor. A misjudged character for a complacent dreamer. I show you my vision. If you show me, you listen. Show some ambition.
We'll rock the composition.
Say what?
Yo, we'll rock the composition.
So quit your bitching. Check 1 2 1 2. Check 1 2 1 2. Check. My mic says make believer. Don't stop practicing magic. My dreams are fabric woven to
to blanket the madness. And with every needle in the spray cap is taken care with compassion. I paint a mural with dialogue that captures imaginations, make them wonder without visual exaggerations. As the story would go, we writers without limitations. This page is my salvation. I'm speaking on your behalf. My mental's taking a beating since the days of a diaper rash. The mind was filled with brilliance. Even as children, we escaped the boulder dash. Never talking how we feel and held it all in. The more we absorb it, the less we feel torment. And I can only feel it in the morning. And I can only feel it in the morning. And I can only feel it in the morning. And I can only feel it in the morning. And I can only feel it.
How many innocent minds and lives must disappear before the drawing board is kindling and the fire is drawing near? Would you hear it? Digest a moment, take it apart. Would you fear its sudden movements headed straight for your heart? I would make it an art, an appointment of mastery to rain upon the countenance, recharging subconscious batteries. Throwing ducking jabs at me, I fall out of range with a mouthful of colostomy to quarantine my phrases. In a phase I grew to hate, the only phase that truly cared. Anywhere and every day, I threw away her atmosphere. Now she melts down my polarity, so I barely carry heavyweight. Surely blurring clarity, explore me as I meditate. Before I was a caterpillar, fed in dead orifices, a course in metamorphosis. Now what a better corpse it is. Living hell in exodus, mirage and reproduction. Will we ever meet discussion or forever see destruction? I dwell in the eruption of disruption, I'm aware. Concocting this apocalypse, the end is drawing near.
No longer share the same feeling that kept us intact. She went and killed the whole notion that opposites attract. Want her back,
on her back.
We'll just call a night of lust, the only time she ever really seems to give a fuck. No longer share the same feeling that kept us intact. She went and killed the whole notion that opposites attract. Want her back,
on her back.
We'll just call a night of lust, the only time she ever really seems to give a fuck.
Separate existence, what a sweetened word brings. What couldn't be finished, left burning, soul searching. Faced with patterns of thought, speech, peace, and motivation. I fought the beast once, it left my heart alone and vacant. Painstaking repetition, vicious, who am I faking? To speak and never listen, it's just a fool in the making. Using tools you've given me to contradict your strategy. You can't predict the maybe, well maybe if you shield reality. I've often wondered what it was like to be you, and the cost of underestimating life to be true. In a soft and thunder, perfect skies will fade away, making room for mental gloom. Confusion will take its place. I want her back,
on her back,
but not because of the sex acts. I want her back,
on her back,
so we can finish this chess
no
match.
Share the same feeling that kept us intact. She went and killed the whole notion that opposites attract. Want her back,
on her back.
We'll just call a night of lust, the only time she ever really seems to give a fuck. No longer share the same feeling that kept us intact. She went and killed the whole notion that opposites attract. Want her back,
on her back.
We'll just call a night of lust, the only time she ever really seems to give a fuck. Up in another man's business, impossible to share the same compassion or commitment. This world's complicated, compliments is composition. If music makes a difference, why you trying to be the same? Giving birth to new ideas like a newborn's mind frame, taking us all places like riders in subways. Supplements for life, my schedule's perpetual motions to make sensible decisions in flight. My obstacles, your sight, constant changing your tunes. What we feel's possible seems to leave you confused. Don't give a fuck about reviews or the rules of engagement. You do you, I'll stay on my own wavelength. Yeah. You do you, I'll stay on my own wavelength. You do you, I'll stay on my own wavelength.
They
resistance, broken since an infant. And since I had no intent, I had to invent ways of making myself known, cause nobody holds on to feeling when your lifestyle superimposed. A Jim Henson of animated word suspension. To say the least, I say we keep it together and not be fooled by. I was under the impression, well isn't this how? No. But I was told, no, I can't get no real response. Molded to the likeness of your conqueror's palm. Scolded for making you think.
Don't sleep.
Ostracize, my support defies all rule that distorts the mind. It's important I never get caught up in all your lies. Shift ties like the moonlight. The projected energy I introduce through my windpipes. A deterrent for the apparent overkill. Music without feel can't be written off as a done deal. A spun wheel for a fortune, what's important? Playing by the rules are rather insubordinate. A fragile existence broken since an infant. And since I had no intent, I had to invent ways of making myself known, cause nobody holds on to feeling when your lifestyle superimposed. Superimposed. Superimposed.
Tell me that's the way you're programmed. I've known man to accelerate a notch. If he botch up with the slow hand. What? You need to know up front a brother gonna take advantage, and after that he can safely manage. It's looking like you got your ducks in a row. Every single vitamin a mineral that you would need to make picture perfect intervals of greatness. Take this to the urinal. It's like we're searching for some real estate. Believe me, come on, I can relate to the regimen. We represent to the best of our heaven-sent ability. Hell-bent, giving off scent that only Regal could admit. What's that, man? It's actually believable and shit. That's right. And no one's gonna call you out, cause you can strongly tell your superimposition. Why let go if you're on a roll? Don't try to fix something if it ain't broke. Your presentation gonna suit you fine. If you pollute your mind enough, you can find your design. Why let go if you're on a roll? Do not try to fix something if it ain't broke. Your presentation gonna suit you fine. If you pollute your mind, you can find your design.
Railway Productions.
Think well.
Combining as one.
Connecticut to Rhode Island.
I tried seeing and believing what I could have been achieving. Cut away the tree limbs, revealing healing feelings.
While you pray kneeling, I'll take a walk with God. Explain to him I have faith, but don't need religion to bless a song.
Test the strength, I'm less than strong when apocalypse breaks. Spread these fake heads better be gone or we'll make them
feel insignificant, it's intricate and name brand. Putting all you Gerber writers back up in the playpen.
Confused from faulty placement in a corrugated corridor. Emotions flood my basement and corrodes my sorry core.
I'm on my final straw and still killing but kinda sure. They kinda unsure how to react when we break it down and combine it all.
My blindness saw a floating thought and never whined for help. Kept it tucked in a locked box until I find myself.
To find oneself
is to know oneself,
and no one's help
can make that appear. But to find oneself
is to know oneself,
and no one's help can make that appear.
Try to remain anonymous, I'm followed by a brain cloud ominous. Strike a sucker down for their intolerance.
A lot of cats' incompetence will topple the respective chain. Intrikit combined with name on top of the respective chains.
Snap until it takes a strain, I'm buckle in a fit of rage. As calm as the breeze I breathe, channel energy in waves
that complicate the stream of life in unforeseen waves. The song of fate may reparate as long as you remain the same.
In all honesty, check yourself before you checking us. Don't know what you expect to gain studying our methods, but
attention didn't make the cut. The road's appearing treacherous, apparently dangerous. Warning signs weren't clear enough.
And so you fell victim to an unavoidable accident. Keep your eyes on where you're going, not every route's accurate.
This could have been prevented, but you undermined your health. Ascended to the question, will you ever find yourself?
It is time you start being responsible for your own existence.
Only a few will understand. I really don't care what you think or say.
A problem solved evolves in greater numbers with the odds stacked against us. It makes me wonder, can one make a change within a momentary existence that carries on over the years without so much as a whisper in a blink of us? So I'm the wide-eyed wanderer, even in your own habitat, you're a local foreigner. Take a look at yo, see them changes going on, man? You see that?
I really don't care what you think or say.
So change the concept.
I really don't care what you think or say.
So change the concept.
I really don't care what you think or say.
So change the concept.
I really don't care what you think or say.
You call that shit music, cause you can dance to it. I'm more influenced by the dialogue that creates a movement of mind and spirit. The sincerest in comparison to that radio interference.
Bullshit, I can't hear you.
You'll get an earful from a think well release. The sounds promising, next snap guarantee. Focus if you will, sight beyond these objects. The lunacy of an ingenuity not so very far-fetched. A short stretch from there you have it, so there you have it. Got it, good.
I really don't care what you think or say.
So change the concept.
I really don't care what you think or say.
So change the concept.
I really don't care what you think or say.
So change the concept.
I really don't care what you think or say.
Underachievers, overseer dictators opposed by free thought readers who open windows to a wild world of wonders. Alienated tongues that lash out to the public. Is it really worth buying into just cause that shit sells? I'll be sitting on the dock of the bay when that ship sails.
I really don't care what you think or say.
So change the concept.
I really don't care what you think or say.
So change the concept.
I really don't care what you think or say.
You play the same damn records every day.
So change the concept. Cause everybody's buying it, right?
There are so many things happening in the world of importance, elections and strikes and famines and coups and counter-coups, revolutions. Best way to stay informed is with an all-inclusive, comprehensive 5-minute newscast, interrupted by 2 commercials. To the news. Russia and the United States are at war. Missiles have been fired by both sides. Washington and Moscow are in flames. Details on these and other stories in just a moment. But first, this word about hair care.
Come on, Marge, let's go. Barbecue's all set. Let's go, Marge. Come on, let's go to the bar. Oh, I can.
Oh, I'm so bored. Yeah. Waiting, wasting time. I've been wasting time. 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 You stare all intense at the music event. The road looking forward comes to a great expense. I backpedal a bit and freely go. Come back as I went and even flow. Like birth is to death, entering nothing we know. But now you would've thought you learned some self-control. It puzzles them so I don't quite fit the mold, but can paint a picture of genius with only a few strokes. If we're going for broke, here's my 2 cents in advance. Don't need to stay to soak it all and not just give it a glance. We're missing so much, but how many are looking? I see your mouths constantly moving, faces all crooked. You stare now intense, believing you are much greater. How's your bit of jealousy taste? Try this original flavor. It's a hit with the kids, 25 to 30. Those not concerning themselves with how you judge and jerk. Cause you hating, wasting time. I've been waiting, wasting time. Waiting, wasting time. I've been wasting time. Waiting, wasting time. I've been wasting time. Waiting, wasting time. I've been wasting time. Yup, you guessed it. Yeah, that's right. It's one of those. Yup. Sure, buddy.
Waste away his spirit until he has cut out the sinews of his soul. Then he becomes a feeble warrior.